is going on, blockchain monkeys? Eagle here, and I'd like to thank you for coming to my jungle. Now, first of all, guys, I am no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I a professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do. And let's give you my opinion. So today we are going in on Vechain. But before we do, a little letter from Blackrock that I saw that kind of piqued my attention. So I wanted to bring it to your attention, because I believe that all my gorillas and monkeys and baboons out there need to see it. Okay, but first, let me give a shout out to Box Mining, a guy I've been watching since the beginning days. You know, getting my feet wet, getting my toes curled. And huge shout out to Box Mining for all his work and contribution to the community. Just sub to your blog, as I have watched your YouTubes for some time now. So guys, if you can come to my Twitter, check that out and take a look at what Box Mining is doing for Vechain. And guys, we have Papa Doc right here. Now, Papa Doc, he's just a big gorilla in the jungle. He scours for information and just the most brilliant of knowledge mixed with this blockchain space. It is so great to have Papa Doc, and shout out to you, man, for giving me this. So can we please go over, because I noticed this off of Twitter's ads. You know, I'm just looking at Twitter, you know, and you know how Twitter pops up their ads and stuff. And I see this ad pop up. If I can find the ad, you know how Twitter does. I mean, you know how Twitter does with their ads. Like right here, this popped up right here. It says Blackrock is shifting investment strategy to focus on sustainability. So when I saw that, it just piqued my attention. Like my antennas went up, my gorilla senses went up. So then I went scouring. I said, so let me see what Larry's talking about. Dear CEO, as an asset manager, BlackRock invests on behalf of others, and I am writing to you as an advisor and fiduciary to these clients. The money we manage is not our own. It belongs to people in dozens of countries trying to finance long-term goals like retirement. And we have a deep responsibility to these institutions and individuals who are shareholders in your company and thousands of others to promote long-term value. So I kept reading. Climate change has become a defining factor in companies' long-term prospects. Last September, when millions of people took to the streets to demand action on climate change, many of these emphasized the significant and lasting impact that it will have on their economic growth and prosperity. A risk that markets to date have been slower to reflect, but awareness is rapidly changing, and I believe we are on the edge of a fundamental reshaping of finance. You damn right there's a fundamental reshaping in finance. Let's carry on. The evidence on climate risk is compelling to investors to reassess core assumptions about modern finance. Research from a wide range of organizations, including the UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, the Blackrock Investment Institute, and many others, including new studies from McKinsey on the socio-economic implications of physical climate risk, is deepening our understanding of how climate risk will impact both our physical world and the global system that finances economic growth. Guys, you're talking about a world like just looking at finance in a whole new light. This is nothing. This is something that doesn't happen all the time. You know, when's the last time we had a brand new asset class? I have no idea. Okay. Will cities, for example, be able to afford their infrastructure needs as climate risk reshapes the market for municipal bonds? What will happen to the 30-year mortgage, a key building block of finance? If lenders can't estimate the impact of climate risk over such a long timeline, and if there is no viable market for flood or fire insurance in impacted areas, what happens to inflation? And in turn, interest rates? If the cost of food climbs from drought and flooding, how can we model economic growth if emerging markets see their productivity decline due to extreme heat and other climate impacts? I have no idea what's going to happen when they start tokenizing these assets, these physical, these stocks, when everything becomes tokenized. The world is shifting. Okay, investors are increasingly reckoning with these questions and recognizing that climate risk is an investment risk. You better believe it. Indeed, climate change is almost invariably the top issue that clients around the world raise with BlackRock, from Europe to Australia, South America to China, Florida to Oregon. Investors are asking how they should modify their portfolios. They are seeking to understand both the physical risks associated with climate change as well as the ways that climate policy will impact prices, costs, and demand across the entire country. Now, guys, check this out. These questions are driving a profound reassessment of risk and asset values. And because capital markets pull future risk forward, we will see changes in capital allocation more quickly than we see changes in the climate itself in the near future and sooner than most anticipate.
I assume that when you say it is coming,
I'm sorry, Senator, it's here.
this year.
It's here. It is here already.
Yeah, I see. It's here. Yeah, it is here.
There will be a significant reallocation of capital. You see the man Trump. You see the level playing field talks across every freaking channel you see. You see, even the people that are in the space are just echoing it. It's so plain as day, and you gorillas are in here now. Oh my goodness. Okay, now let me make another collection real quick before we get into Papa Doc's article. Climate risk is an investment risk. As a fiduciary, our responsibility is to help clients navigate this transition. Our investment and conviction is sustainability. What are we looking for in money? Sustainability. Where do we get that? In blockchain. Digital assets, baby. And climate integrated portfolios can provide better risk-adjusted returns to investors. You better believe it. And with the impact of sustainability on investment returns increasing, we believe that sustainable investing is the strongest foundation for client portfolios going forward. I bet you do. They are saying everything without even saying it. It's like right in front of our faces. But check this out. In a letter to our clients today, BlackRock announced a number of initiatives to take place. Sustainability at the center of our investment approach, including making sustainability integral to our portfolio construction and risk management. Exiting investments that present a high sustainability-related risk, such as thermal coal producers, launching new investment products that screen fossil fuels, and strengthening our commitment to sustainability and transparency. What is transparent, folks? The blockchain is transparent. They are saying everything they need to say in here without saying it. In our investment stewardship activities, over the next few years, one of the most important questions we will face is the scale. What scales? Blockchain and scope of government action on climate change, which will generally define the speed with which we move to low carbon economy. Now, what is low carbon economy? Who's doing that in this space? I will give you one clue, and that's it. It starts with a V. Vechain for companies interested in carbon reduction. Vechain digital carbon ecosystem is a groundbreaking blockchain and IoT-powered carbon reduction platform which utilizes economic incentives to encourage both individual and enterprises to participate in the reduction of carbon emissions. Does that not go together, or what? This is it's mind-blowing. The puzzle pieces that you can kind of try to put together in this space, and it's just like, wow, they're just putting it right in front of our face. So here, we'll finish on with the article. This challenge cannot be solved without a coordinated international response from governments aligned with the goals of the Paris Agreement. Now, what exactly does that mean? So you know me, being a blockchain monkey, I went ahead and, I did a little bit of digging. As we go over here, blockchainization of the Paris Agreement, Article 6, DAOIPCIT proposed to put Article 6 of the UNFCCC Paris Agreement onto blockchain. All right, guys. What, like, I don't know, like what the hell is going on here, guys? You know, what I'll do is I'll leave this article down below because there's a little bit more you can read in here. A lot of pretty good information, and it is just like, wow, folks, look where we at, and look where the rest of the world is regarding this space. Go, it's comical. But now, can we please get over to for Papa Doc tweeted out to me. This coming from the Daily Huddle. Now, come on, Sonny Lou. When you talk about Sonny Lou, you talk about, one of the kings of the jungle. When Sonny Lou comes flexing, the whole world moves. You understand what's going on here, okay? Vechain CEO tracks impact of Ethereum on his rising blockchain platform. Guys, take a look at this for those who didn't know this. This is a little peek inside here real quick. Sonny Lou, Chief Executive Officer of Vechain, says a momentous meeting between Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin in 2015 influenced him to create the supply chain management blockchain. In a recent Pan News interview, Lou recounts how he learned about Bitcoin in 2013. At the time, he was studying cryptocurrency as a hobby. 2 years later, he got an invitation to meet Buterin. Okay? Says the CEO, I can still remember vividly from our conversation about the drastic changes smart contracts and virtual machines will bring to our world. He described this blockchain technology in Bitcoin as a ledger system. And he transformed it from a simple record-keeping system into a more complex scenario, a new mechanism to approach complex business models. Now, guys, did you see the formation of this? He started out in this market as just a hobby. They learned a little bit more, he got interested. Then his synapses started spinning in his brain, and he said, "Oh, well, let me do this." And now, look where he's at now. Limitless possibilities, folks. Who knows? You just might be the next person to invent something. Right now, it's a hobby for you. Who knows what innovative platforms are going to be built from this space, okay? It meant you can onboard an enormous number of complicated business models, business activities to the blockchain. So I thought it was a great opportunity, and maybe I can develop some applications based on blockchain. Then there was Ethereum, which opened a gateway for me and encouraged me on developing applications. And the beat goes on. Vechain's native cryptocurrency initially functioned on the Ethereum blockchain before migrating to its own blockchain last June. Today, some of the biggest names in retail, fashion, and car manufacturing, including Walmart and BMW, are working with Lou's chain management blockchain platform. Can you say Vechain? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will all see each other on the moon.